Hey, 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 everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everyone doing tonight? Y'all gonna have to get used to the hats, okay? You're gonna have to get used to the hats. Gosh, y'all, your girl trying to go all natural, okay? I'm trying to go all natural. Y'all, I don't know. Hey, Teresa. I don't know about y'all, but y'all, this is hard. I don't know if y'all have ever had to do this, but y'all see this hair's dark. I'm trying to go all natural, y'all, and it's real white in there. Hey, Mandy, this hair is real white at the root. So anyway, y'all, hit the heart button when you're hopping on. Hey, Elizabeth, and let me know you're here tonight, y'all. We're gonna do a super quick fun project. Like I said, I just noticed that does my hat match? It kind of does. It'll be all right, y'all. It'll be all right. Just y'all gonna have to bear with me on the hair, okay? Just give me some grace and mercy on the hair. Let me get us pulled up here. Here we go. Here we go. I'm good, y'all. I am good. I am good. I am like I said, just trying to figure out how to do this hair. If y'all got some tips for me, let your girl know. Y'all got some hairdressers on here. My hairdresser just keeps saying, let me keep on dyeing it. And she's a good friend of mine, so it's not even about the money. She doesn't care about the money, but she's just like, girl, you know, you're not there yet. And I'm like, I feel like I'm ready to let it go and cut it all off. You know what I mean? And go like every Friday and get it set. And listen to look, no shade on anybody that goes every Friday and gets their hair washed and set. And don't that sound fun? I'm gonna go every Friday and get my hair set. Y'all, and you know, drop the tea with everybody up in the beauty shop. That's what I want to do. I'm ready. I'm kind of ready to do that. All right, y'all. So listen, this is a really quick and fun project. My name is Shonda. Hey, Brandy. If you guys are new here, and if you're new, like I said, tell me, hit the heart button, tell me where you are from. And tonight's word is kit, K-I-T, kit. Type that in and I will send y'all a message, and make sure to check your messenger. Sometimes it's kind of funky, but make sure to check that and you'll get all the information you need in there. Okay, y'all, so everything I'm going to show y'all comes with the kit, okay? So it comes with the board and base. So it comes with this cute little base and this double-sided board, okay? I have already chalked on this thing. I don't know how many times. I change it up by season, by whatever. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate it, girl. So it comes with this, and then it comes with this cute little transfer, which I think would also be cute on a shirt, or y'all, I think it would be cute to get it and chalk it on your spouse or your children on their mirror, you know, like for Valentine's Day. Wouldn't that be cute for them to wake up? Don't worry, Jim, I'm not going to do it on ours. Hey, Lee, how are you? Welcome. Jim, I won't do it on our mirror. I know my husband's a little, he likes cleanliness real, like too much. So this will kind of stress him out being up on the mirror. But if you do it with the chalk paste, it comes right off. You just scrape it right off and it'd be cute. But anyway, all of me loves all of you. I think it's so cute. So it comes with the board and the base, your transfer, and then it comes with two pastes. It comes with your bright white and your peachy keen. Okay, so it comes with a cute little peach color. And it comes with a squeegee. Okay, so you get all that with the kit. Now, I'm going to use it exactly as it is so that I can show y'all exactly how to do it and show y'all, hey, Mom, how to reuse your sample kit packs so that because you're not going to need all of this, okay? So, again, you could use this on the mirror for Valentine's Day. Wouldn't that be cute? There's a romantic inside me somewhere. She's in there. All right, y'all, let's get busy. So first thing you want to do, okay, is you want to fuzz your transfer. These are super sticky reusable transfers, okay, super sticky. And I do them on our fuzzing cloth, but you can also do them on your t-shirts. You can do it on a, I've said this many times. What is it? Oh, I use an old pillowcase. That's actually what I used when I first started doing this. So, and all you're doing is literally putting some fuzz on the back of this, just so that when you, on a surface like this, it's kind of like a glass. You're going to do the same thing with, if you do this on the mirror, Y'all let me know if you do it. Post some pictures. I want to see it. I live vicariously through y'all. So anyway, you want to fuzz it really well, like on the glass and on surfaces like this, because when you go to pull this off, if it's stuck too much, you'll either rip it or you could stretch it, and you don't want to do either one of those. So, okay, I'm gonna wipe this off just a little bit. I've had this sitting over there, and I just want to make sure that it is dust free. Y'all know I sand down here and everything, and literally, y'all, dust goes everywhere. Okay, so all you're gonna do is put your transfer on here. Now listen, when you're using the board and the base, remember, go up some, because part of it is going to be down there in that base. So I always just go all the way up with my transfer when I am doing this on the board and the base. I just kind of go up, you know, just go up with it some, like that. Because all of this now will be able to go. And if you have any doubt, just set it down there in your base and you can kind of see what it looks like. Very simple, okay? So you're just going to put it on here. Now again, y'all, this is reusable. So once you get this kit, then you can just go and get transfers and redo just the transfer, because now you've got your base and your board. And this is a chalkboard, so it's reusable. Okay, so this is our bright white, y'all. You get it? You get your pack in the mail, knead it, okay? You want to knead your, hey, Melanie, yay, girl. You want to knead your paste, okay? And then I always just cut it kind of on a diagonal, like that. And then I use a little bit, okay? You can put more in, can't really take more out, you know? Now, you can go get those little, you know, those little cups with this little lid at the Dollar Tree. You could actually go and get one of those and put all this in it, but I don't know. This is how I do it. It works. And like I said, I just use a little bit, okay? Now, if your paste, let's just say that you've had this for a minute, right? And you're like, oh man, it's kind of gotten a little bit thick. Take a little bit of water, okay? Now, you can use any water with this, because you're not going to be putting it back in a jar. If you're doing a jar, distilled water only, because it'll cause mold in your, you know, or some things to grow. So I just used a little bit. Hold on, Melanie. I'm gonna come to it, because just a little bit right now. If I need more, I'll put more. Now, I have used the Peachy Keen before, so you can see I've done a diagonal, and then I tape it shut, and I'll show y'all when I'm finished how I do that. So again, little bit, okay, and that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. Let me make sure. Okay, and then I just wipe it off the edge. Now this is all I've got on here, and that should be enough for everything. Girl, well, grab your popcorn, because it ain't a lot, because here's what I'm going to tell you about your girl. Hey, Jenny, how are you? Jenny, did you check your messages? I've sent you a couple of messages. Hey, Debbie, how are you? Check your messages, Jenny. You know, in the messenger, sometimes they don't show up. Okay, so I'm going to do loves in white and everything else in the Peachy Keen. Nothing, you know, you can do it however you want to do it. This is just how I'm going to do it. I think this will just be cute. Okay, good. Okay. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell if you do them. Good, Debbie. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, so y'all just take your squeegee, put your chalk paste on it, and you're going to, you see how I'm holding the squeegee like this? And I know tonight's more of a tutorial, like for some of maybe my viewers, some of my older ones, y'all are like, well, okay, girl, we know how to do this. But you know, it's nice sometimes just to go over things again. Go over it again. So you're just pushing this through your silk screen. These are professional silk screens. So that's all you're doing, is pushing this paste through that to go down on your surface. Very easy. Flip this over. I saw that, Jenny. I was about to say that. Girl, you know, I got a one-track mind, and I was like, okay. Okay, Melanie, let me tell you about the stove. I didn't do anything about it because I'm like a, what is it that puts their head in the sand? What's that called? You know that bird? Is it ostrich? Is it a, what is it called? So I'm real good about that. Okay, when I don't want to deal with something, I am so amazing at doing that. I just go boop, and then I pretend like it's not even there. Okay, bad trait. All right, I know that, bad trait, but it's a trait that God gave me for some odd reason, and so I possess that trait. Hey Nancy, how are you? An ostrich. That's me, Melanie. Hey, I'm your local ostrich. I put my head right in that sand until I can't deal with it any longer, and then I deal with it. That's just how I do it. Yeah. So today, I had some other things going on at my warehouse, you know, that I had to, I hate talking on the telephone, y'all. I did it for so many years. I don't want to do it anymore. So, if I have to talk on the telephone or if I have to do, you know, any kind of troubleshooting or anything like that, it's going to be a minute before I do anything else. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, Janice. You? I know, Mom. I'm just like him. You keep telling me I'm just like him. I get it. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I'm just like my daddy. Mom just told me, and I know. And listen, like I said, I don't know if it's a good trait or a bad trait. I'm just going to say it's a trait that God gave me, and I'm going to just go with it. A survival. I like to call it my survival trait. All right, y'all. So just peel it off. Now listen, peel slowly, okay? Because if you've missed a spot, you can simply lay it back down, okay, very gently, and just chalk again over it. Chalk over what you missed. Okay, it's very, very simple, y'all. Very, very easy. And I wish that showed the contrast because it's really pretty contrast in person. I love this. I love the Peachy Keen. I think it's a great color. Okay, so I'm going to set this over here. And then I will show y'all how to clean this real quick. Again, I like to show y'all, this is, you know, like I said, for my newer viewers they've never chalked before. I like to show you when you get a kit from start to finish kind of how to do it. And then if you have any questions, ever, please never feel free. Always feel free. Never be afraid to contact me. I may not talk to you on the phone, but I'll certainly message you. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'll talk to y'all on the phone because y'all aren't headaches. Now, if you're going to try to give me a headache, though, I may message you just so you know. But yeah, Melanie, I didn't want to deal with it today. So, the next time I go to boil water and get ticked off is when I'll deal with it again. It's just how I do it. Okay, so I cleaned off the edge. Isn't it pretty? It's so easy. Hey, Carly. See, I talked to my friend Carly the other day on the phone. Some people I don't mind talking to on the phone. Okay, so just clean off your edge. Take a piece of Scotch tape, okay? Put it on your one side. This is how I do it. And then I just fold it over, okay? And it creates just a perfect seal, okay? It just seals itself back up. Some people roll them down. I just find when I roll them down, that kind of gives me a bulky, I don't know. It's kind of bulky. And where I keep them, I kind of keep them standing up. So this kind of still keeps them, you know, somewhat straight, you know, or somewhat flat so that I can stand them up. Melanie, seriously. Of course, Carly, anytime. I enjoyed it. Okay, so here's how you clean them, all right? This is how I do it. You can either take this to your sink, okay, and take we have board erasers, so you may want to grab some of those. They're not in the kit. Or a soft sponge, not a Mr. Clean eraser, but a very soft sponge, okay? Yes, Lee, I'm telling you, that's a good, you know, good little hat. I can't remember who, I saw that from somebody. I didn't come up with that, but somebody else did. Okay, you can take this to your sink, and you're just really wanting to get your paste out of your silk screen area. Some of your darker pigmented paste will stain but it's okay. It's just staining the transfers. It's still usable. Definitely still usable. Kim, just type the word kit in, and I will send you a message. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so here's what I do down here because I don't have my sink up and running down here in my basement dungeon. So I just do a dish drying mat, sticky side down. Okay, I know, sounds crazy. Spray it with some water. Your top part right here is where all of your paste is really anyway. So I take a antibacterial wipe, spray it with water, okay, and then I got you, Kim. I'll send you a message when I'm finished. Certainly, certainly. Then take that and then just hold it. I always hold it with the 2 fingers on each edge. And just wipe, just kind of wipe it off. This really gets the bulk of the paste off. And then I don't get it all over my cleaning sponge. I mean, that's just how I do it. I'm that mom, seriously. And for years I owned a roll-off dumpster company, and so I had 2 phones, and I dispatched and I answered calls, and then I had my personal. Y'all, I hate a phone now. I hate it. And now because I do this, I really am always on the phone, and it's a lot. It's a lot. So, okay, so we sprayed it again with water. This time, I sprayed my board eraser, and I'm just going to take my board eraser and wipe over the top. Okay, very easy. Again, we're still on the top part. Okay, then, I know, this is kind of crazy. A little bit easier in the sink, but for me, this is the way it's easier for me to do it because then I'm just finished when I'm finished with my lives or my projects, and I just go and do that. Oh, Lee, yes. Listen, but what she's saying is true. We get on the phone and we're literally 2 hours later, we're still talking. So we find ourselves either talking on here or messaging each other. That's terrible, Mom. All right, Mom, you reading this? We need to do better. We need to do better. Okay, y'all. So I have now flipped it to where that side is down. Sticky side is now up. Sprayed it with water again. Board eraser. And I'm going to hold it again. This time, you're really focused on getting your silkscreen area cleaned and getting any kind of fuzz off of this. Okay, it sounds crazy. I know. It's like magic. It's like magic. Oh, Debbie. It is true. It is true. I'm very, very lucky and very thankful to still have my mom. We lost my dad 2 years ago. It'll be 3 years in October this year, but 2 years ago, October of 2020, and I still find myself from time to time wanting to call him, to ask a question, because he was he had a lot of knowledge about some of the stuff that I do, with shipping and stuff like that, because he was in the freight business for so many years. So, from time to time, you find yourself really wanting to, yes, Mom, we need to. But you find yourself definitely. So I do find myself very blessed that I can pick up my phone and call my mom at any time of the day or night. And she going, Mom, you need to answer. Make sure you answer. No, she'll answer. Okay, y'all. So then take a dry paper towel. We're still sticky side up, okay? Dry paper towel and barely wipe. And I'm just drying it. This is, again, my way of doing it because when I'm finished with a project, if I don't take care of it right then, it adds to the mess. Adds to it. So y'all see, it's super sticky again. Okay, so all that sticky came back. This is your backer sheet. You're going to keep it. You have a shiny side and a dull side. So your shiny side will go towards your sticky. Oh, Kim, I know, girl, I know. You do. You find it. And my mom was her daddy's girl. And she used to say the same thing when her dad passed away, that you just find yourself, just still wanting to pick up the phone and almost hard to believe that they're gone, that kind of thing. So, okay, so sticky side to the shiny. You're ready to go again. I just take that same paper towel, kind of wipe this off. You put it back in your little envelope, and it's ready. Now, I leave mine out overnight because I'm a little cuckoo. I always think, well, if it's not quite dry and I put it in there, is it going to mold? Probably not. But I'm just going to, that's what I do. Okay, so I'll just leave it back there until I'm finished. This is how I do it. Where's it coming? Oh. It's so right, Lee. It's so right. Oh. So your dad, you lost your dad about the same time I lost mine. October 2020, I lost my dad. He fought a good fight, man. Woo, he fought a good one. All right, y'all, so I'm just going to dry this up just so that when I handle it. Now, this is just super cute, just like this, right? And it's finished. But I always do a little something, something here. This is the board and the base. Is that what you're talking about, Carly? This comes as a set. The must-have to get started. I'll message you, Jenny, because I definitely have some. I know, Mom. I'm so excited. My mom and I like ballets, and so we're going to go see Cinderella. And I'll tell y'all just a quick story why I'm doing this. Mom, you know what story I'm about to tell. So I like to just kind of jazz up my base. Now, I will tell you, I painted these. I have, y'all, I've just embellished them. I think it's kind of cute just to kind of do something pretty left alone, right? But I just like to jazz it up a little bit. And Kim, this is just, this is in my store. This, they're actually going to do away with this. This is just a Chalk Couture heat. It's a crafting heat gun. I think there are still some in our store though. So when I send you the information on the kit, it'll take you to a cart link that you can get the kit and you can kind of look and see if that's something that you're interested in. Yeah, Carly, so this comes with it. This definitely comes with it. Okay, so I'm just going to jazz it up. I'm going to use a little piece of this lacy ribbon that I love from Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut it in half. Okay. And then I'm going to just kind of glue it around a little bit. Just again, jazz it up a little bit. It's what I like to do this. Am I going to use that or am I going to use this? Let's see if I like this. This is just also some, oh, Candace. Yeah, so Kim, sometimes I have to use this Big Daddy, this big Wagner that goes up to like, I don't know, 2,000 degrees. I don't know. It's so hot. It's ridiculous. I asked my husband to get me a better one and, you know, it's kind of, it's how, you know, honey, will you go just pick me up one of those at, you know, Home Depot or wherever it is, you know, Harbor Freight. I get the best of the best one. That's just, or the biggest, not the best, but the biggest. That's what he does, y'all. So let me see about this yarn. I might like to just do this yarn if I can figure out how to get it loose. Now this came from the Dollar Tree, so I just feel like that it's not real. I don't know. We're gonna cut it because I don't know. It's getting on my nerves. The big guns, Carly. I know, Lee. I know. But that's, like I said, that's my husband for you. Okay, so I think, let me see about if I may just like to just wrap this around. This might just be cute and make like a little bow out of it. Yeah, we're just going to use this, y'all. Just some yarn. Just a little bit of yarn right here. That's what we're going to do. Anyway, the story real quick is when I was a little girl and I was in ballet class, my mom took me to a ballet. And, Mom, what? It was Cinderella, wasn't it? Was it Cinderella? I believe it was Cinderella. Girl, you know he's bougie. I told y'all that bougie, our bougie AF thing is my husband. I'm so mean. So anyway, my mom took me to a ballet. Okay, first time I was probably, you know, 6 years old, 6, 7 years old. Maybe, yeah, probably 6. And so it was, I believe, Cinderella. Yes, I was 6. Okay, and it was Cinderella, y'all. Okay, so I loved ballet. I loved it. And so we had, of course, I had seen all my teachers, you know, do like little shows and little skits, and we had all done it. But, you know, we had boys. We had boys and girls. We didn't have no grown men. We didn't have no grown men. So, y'all, we went, and so, we didn't have no grown men. So, y'all, I was sitting there at the ballet, and y'all, I'm just going to use this little peach colored lace, and I'm going to do an awareness ribbon, which you just take a ribbon, fold it over in the front, okay, over on each other. You get the awareness ribbon, and then you take the top and push it down. It's very, well, Let me not think about it. Hold on. Trying to tell y'all, and then I forget how to do it. And then you take that and push it to the back, just like that. Very easy. So y'all, we're sitting there, and the ballet starts, and I'm loving it, and I'm in awe. And listen, I'll never forget it. Like, I remember it to this day. I went to the Nutcracker at Christmas time, and I was telling my husband the story because I'll never forget it. Never, ever will I ever forget it. So we're sitting there, and the grown men come out in the tights. And my mom, I could tell by the look on my face that, and y'all, I'm going to just take a little piece of ribbon and tie this up. Y'all, my mom could tell by the look on my face that I felt like I was looking at something I shouldn't. So if y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know when the man in tights, right? You don't hide nothing. You're not hiding nothing. It's all out there for my 6-year-old eyes to see. And y'all, I was like, Mom. And y'all, she laughed so hard because I was like, am I supposed to look at this? Mom, I feel like I'm not supposed to look at this. What am I looking at? What am I doing? Y'all. And that's how it happened. Mom, pretty sure that's how it happened, y'all. When you're kids, you know what I mean? Like, you're just the innocence of it all. And it wasn't that I, thought dirty. It was just I thought, my dad was a very private like, my dad was very, very, very funny and very modest. Like, very modest. And like, I didn't even see my dad in his underdrawers. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was from old school. He was modest. We just didn't. So it wasn't something that was thought about, talked about. Not dirty, but just not there. So when I saw this guy, I was like, Mom, help, Mama, help. Y'all, it was crazy. It was crazy. So anyway, that was my first ballet. I'm not like that now. Now I'm like, all right, show me what you're working with. Just kidding. All right, y'all, I will just take just a little bit of hot glue. Hey, cuz, how are you, Jimmy? I know, Lee, seriously, the innocence. It's not there anymore. So now, like I said, now I'm like, okay, show me what you're working with. No, just kidding. But it's funny. It is really funny. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this off just to make it cutesy, y'all. So now we just got a cute little bow, very simple, and that's it. Makes it easy. Yes, Candace. I mean, now I'm like, all right. Ballet Cinderella all over that floor. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, twirl her up around. Now I'm fine with it. Back then I was like, Mama, help. I'm scared. What am I looking at? Anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for hopping on with me tonight. How are you, Jimmy? I appreciate it. And boom. And tonight's word is kit. Thank y'all so much. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope y'all smiled. I hope y'all laughed. Thanks, Carly. And I will see y'all tomorrow for another fun project. And don't forget, don't judge me. I'm going to have some sort of hairpiece on. Y'all might even see me. I might have I don't know. We're going to see. Because the grays are shining, y'all. So, anyway, thank y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow night.